Hi folks, welcome back to the next episode of Defender Restoration. Excuse me. As you can see, I've managed to now completely remove the wiring harness. So that's packed in the corner. I've tried to label up as much of it as I possibly can, so the better luck I'll know where most of it goes when I put it back into the new bulkhead. I've got to try and get the heater box off, which I was unsuccessful with last time. It was being a right pain in the arse. It's quite corroded. So I bought a refurbished one on eBay, and I thought, well, I can put that on and that can do its thing, and I can, if the one that I'm going to take off is any good, which is proven futile at the moment, I can always resell that. So that turned up, and unfortunately, due to transport, it's not the best affair. So the hoses for the matrix have been smashed, so it's a pain in the ass, but I've messaged the guy and hopefully he'll be decent about it, but we'll see what happens with that. So my intention today is try and remove as much as I can off the bulkhead that's left, which isn't much. It's a couple of door hinges. I don't know whether I need them, but I'll get them off anyway, and they might come in, and then I can get rid of this bloody bulkhead so it gives me access to the rest of it. I've got, that's the bracket for the steering column, which I've just given a little clean up. I'll fit that to the new bulkhead, and the diesel drain lines. I'm also going to hopefully clean up the steering column and fit that today as well. I've got a few bits and bobs that I can probably get done. A little short video, so I'll stop wamping and I'll get on with it. Right folks, apologies I'm a bit croaky today, so you have to just bear with me. So thanks very much for everybody who told me that that hose went in there. So that's that done. A few lines are completed, so I've got them in, and also the drain lines. So no ham-fist in this fitting them this time, and it's gone in correctly, so really pleased. I've cleaned up and painted the steering column. Obviously I haven't fitted, doesn't go there. And I've finished stripping the bulkhead, so that's now gone outside into the bin. One thing I do want to know is on the edge of the dashboard, behind the plastic, there's one of these, which obviously is a little bit corroded, and I've tried to find one, but don't really know what the description is. So if anybody can help me out, I really appreciate it, so that I don't have to fit the piece into that. I can just buy another one. So that's that. Right, the guy with the heater box. So sent him a message on eBay saying, look mate, it's arrived damaged, the matrix cartridge is smashed, so what do you want to do about it? To which he replied, said, you can buy them for 30 quid, they're only 2 screws, I'll give you 30 quid. So my reply was, that's not good enough, it's more than 2 screws. What you actually have to do is take these frames off the top, undo the 3 screws that are in the matrix, take that frame off the bottom, and then juggle to get it out. Once you've got it out, bit of a pig, it's the same thing reverse, about 20 screws. It's not the end of the world, but then you've got to touch it up and paint it. The reason I bought that one off him, it was all ready to rock and roll. To be fair, he hadn't replaced anything in it. It still had the old foams on. That's my fault for not taking enough notice. It still had the old heater matrix and the old fan. He just sprayed it with matte black to make it look brand new. So he's basically took it off, give it a clean, and sold it to me for 400 quid. And me like a knobhead, I bought it, but there we are. So it's now going back. I actually said to him, look, give me 50 quid and it's worth me farting about to do it. To which he refused. So I've now stripped mine, as you can see, in bits. And I'm quite pleased actually, because I've already got a new set of foams. The motor's not too bad. I'm going to give it a test to see how well it runs. If not, I'll buy, there's like an upgraded one you can get, so I might just go for that, which is about 120 quid. And then the cartridge, as I said before, is 30. But for a case of a tin of black spray, I've got a high build primer to go onto that, and then I'll go to black spray. And it'll come out all right. And it's the one off the car, so happy days. So that's how I'm going to go with it. So you can go and bollocks. What else have I done? Oh, windscreen wipers. So I bought a new wire and inside it, and the new fittings. So fitted them, put the bracket on for the steering column, which obviously I haven't fitted, and tied that off. So I've got a new jet, the operated jet, like a billet aluminium washer jet to go in, and that goes in through that centre one. And once it's in, it then comes through, feeds down this side, and then through a hole into the washer bottle. So I'll get that out and tie wrap it onto this, which is how it was done originally, and it's another little job done. What else have I done? Not a lot really. Got rid of the bulkhead, which is a major one, so it's a case of building back on. I have bought a couple of new bits and pieces, notably a toolbox. But I am a sad bastard and I do like things to be neat, so obviously I try and keep everything right. So it just tends to be how I go. If it's not for you, you wouldn't think, oh, I'm that ham-fisted that I can actually keep things tidy. But I'm pleased because it matches me bench and it also matches me Jeep over there, so really happy with that. You've got to treat yourself now and again. So I'm not going to get up next week and do a video, unfortunately, as I'm at a car show on Saturday, in which I'm entering my Mercedes SEC that I restored. So I will do a video on that at the show and a good walk around there. I've also got it's Father's Day on a Sunday, so I'm going to go to another motor show, which will drive me missus insane, but there we are. Other things I've got to do, obviously the vent panels are off. I still haven't got the hoses from Pioneer, the extra hoses for the braking system, so really a bit tied off with that, but they are making me a set of oil lines for the oil filter, so that means I can get the oil and water stuff banged on. I've still got bits I can do, but I've had enough today, and I'm at work tomorrow, so I'll get sorted. Need a bit of air in that old tyre there. But yeah, thanks again for watching. Please give us a thumbs up. If you don't subscribe, please subscribe. It's completely free of charge, doesn't cost you a penny. And really appreciate it. I think I have 480 odd subscribers now, so it'd be nice to see if I can get to 500. Thanks again for watching. See you on the next one.